There was one cruise with Coach Cruise where I had the entire security on board the cruise ship looking for
Oh.
Michelle at 2:30 in the morning. They swept the desk,
And
the
so,
deck.
but here's the thing, Greg, because his brain goes so much, he gets tired more than I do, quicker than I do. And I love to party and have fun, and I don't want to. I have FOMO. I don't want to miss out. So I like to stay up later than he does.
Good morning, everyone. How is everyone this morning? We're back from our cruise.
Yes, we are.
We are. It's what, 2 days back? It feels like, whoa.
You're so dramatic.
No, life is not the same when you come back from a cruise, right? You always want to be on a cruise for about 3 days longer.
No.
What do you mean, no? What do you mean, no? What do you say we get this started? And before we start, got to say, you look good.
Thank you.
You look good. I love doing these shows with you because I get to watch you from here and watch you from here. And then I get to watch you on the replay. It's great. Every Saturday morning, we pour some coffee, slow things down.
Or some energy drink.
Yeah, so got a little announcement. Kat showed up, as usual, 2 minutes before the live today.
Hey, I had a reason.
But it wasn't here. But it wasn't Kat's fault this morning. We actually had a little bit of an emergency. We had our pup go to the vet this morning.
Yep. Oh.
She is doing okay, but it was a pretty intense day yesterday. Today, oh, I did it again. Look at that. Boom. I know. I got to stop talking with my hands, but you guys will understand in a little bit. We're going to get to know some people that we have been watching for quite some time. And Kat's working the chat, so you already know it's going to be difficult. I am so excited for today's live. We have been watching Cruise Life TV for going on 3+ years. Quite some time. And I know most of you guys absolutely know them, but today it's not really about Cruise Life TV. It's getting to know Greg and Michele and the story behind the story. So with that being said, I'm Matt.
There's this cat.
And this is the morning after. Good morning. Welcome to your Saturday morning escape. The coffee's hot, the ocean's waking up, and somewhere out there, another great story is waiting to be told. This is the Morning After Show with Kat and Matt. Every Saturday morning, we slow things down, share a cup of coffee, and spend some time getting to know the people behind the channels that make this cruise community so special.
Cruise Life TV. My name is Greg.
And I'm Michele.
Not just the cruises they've taken or the videos they've created, but the stories that shaped who they are, the moments that changed them, and the lives they live, and the cameras aren't rolling. Because every channel has a story, and every story is worth telling. So settle in, say good morning in the chat, and let us know where you're watching from. Whether you've been cruising for decades, planning your very first cruise, or simply here for a great conversation, you're in the right place. Grab your coffee, get comfortable, and join us as we discover the story before the story. The Morning After Show starts now. We switched. Did anybody notice?
Musical chairs.
Musical chairs. So without further ado, let's bring on Greg and Michele.
Hey, everybody. Yes, I'm Greg.
And I'm Michele.
How are you guys this morning?
We are doing great.
We're actually doing even a lot better after we saw that intro. It's fabulous.
Oh, that was so sweet. I loved it. And I love that you say that you slow down on a Saturday morning, because usually my Saturdays are like, all right, let's raring to go. So
well, that's because we wake up so late.
I do. That's my morning.
Because the morning after is really like the afternoon after.
I
used to roll out of bed on Saturday at 9:30. Today I got
slowing it down because you're getting up later.
I was very concerned after match game last night, and you guys are like, "Oh my God, that's early." I'm like, because our last one we got some time issues with Sean from Cruisers Down Under, and he wasn't able to make it. So, am I going to be sitting here alone again?
and I was gone, so he
She
wasn't
was
sure if
gone.
I was showing
No,
up.
you had us in the chat. You had everyone else in the chat. You weren't alone.
That's what I tell him
well,
all the time. I'm like, go with it. I'm like, wing it. It'll be fine.
That was a
hey,
good show.
if we got to get up, we get up, right?
Absolutely.
Hey,
Oh, I like the earrings. Yeah.
if we got to get up at 4 a.m. to get on a
Oh.
cruise ship, we're doing it. Or
Absolutely.
on a
Like,
Absolutely.
I wake
So,
up every morning for work at 4 a.m. So,
Ew,
Saturday, I
morning
like
person.
I'm the same way. I'm up
Mm.
every morning at 4, even on the cruise ship. This last week, I think the latest I slept in was 6 o'clock.
No, it was almost 8
Ah.
that morning.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, well,
We had 13 drinks back to back. So.
you're gonna see that one pretty soon. We did a bamboo room. We were attempting to do a bar crawl on every specialty drink on Mariner. We made
Oh.
it through one bar.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I do want to take a moment here and just welcome everybody in from chat. And we got some cool stuff there as well. I really hope we're going to play that quite a bit for you guys this morning.
Yeah, I hope so. That'd be
I
nice.
really do. I only have the one thank you video because
He's a newbie.
I'm a newbie. Yep.
Okay. I've got one from Michelle, but she doesn't allow me to play it.
Oh,
Is this the one?
Oh, stop.
I like that one. That one's fantastic.
That's her Tina
No,
Turner
I-
doing. What song did you do?
Oh, problem area. Karaoke is
That's
really
okay.
hard for me. So, because it doesn't match up in my ears. So I can't.
All right.
Sounds horrible.
I
So
think
you
I'm all the way
didn't
down.
give me
Oh,
the memo for 80s. What the heck is up with that?
I know.
I'll tell you.
Oh, okay.
All right, tell us.
So sorry.
Okay. So go ahead, Michelle. I talk too much.
Okay. So the last time you were talking about us and talking about the interview, you were like saying that got inspired by us and our costumes and things like that. So he's like, we should dress up in costume. I'm like, but it's an interview about us. So the only costume that is really us is our 80s, because we were in high school during the 80s. We graduated, both of us graduated in 1984. So this is basically in costume of who we are.
And if anybody knows the 80s well, it's the two of us.
You for sure, because he was a DJ and he's all about the music of the 80s. So, the 80s rock and glow party on board ships are
Yeah.
so much fun. We love them.
There.
We've done Prince and Tina Turner on the 80s
Oh,
rock and glow
nice.
party, which is always a blast. And yeah, it's super fun. So that's why we decided to show up in our 80s costume, bringing
Love it.
fun that is part of our relationship and dressing up and doing all that and
What a better time than the 80s.
and being us
Yeah.
at the same
Well,
time.
It's funny you guys put the 80s rock and glow party as the background and dressed up as the 80s because I do have something to share just really quick.
Get ready.
It's 50% time.
Here we go.
Brad. Cheers, baby.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, this was just a couple of last night as I'm working through and trying to go through the channel. I was hoping to. I've got one of your I actually have your very first video that I was planning to share some stuff on. It was
Oh, my
part of the
goodness.
opening, but that rock and glow really kind of hit me. And I saw you guys this morning. I was like, oh, this is the perfect. one to
Yeah.
share.
So since we're on the rock and glow topic real quick. So Michelle, actually, when we go cruising, she is roaming Michelle on board the cruise ships. And the rock and glow party, she loves going out to the party, and she goes up to everybody and she says, where are you from? What are you doing? Where are you right now? And everybody chimes in, and she has a blast doing that.
Yeah, that's the one time I get to be behind the camera. And so, yeah, it is a lot of fun because I just love dancing. I love parties. I love all that energy. And it's a great time for me to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was funny I think it was on our Alaska Paradise cruise. And I think we wore this for the first time.
I think so.
And there, of course, you get this on Amazon. It's the typical 80s. So there was another girl there, and she had the same outfit on. A little great picture of her. She was the sweetest thing. So yeah, it's just, I hope they don't get rid of that 80s rock and roll
I
party.
really hope so too.
I don't
Right?
think so.
Especially,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it. Unhinged, it would be great to see you guys in that costume again as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll bring them.
Our typical for the 80s rock and glow is actually I go as Prince
And
and
I do Tina Turner.
Tina Turner.
So
which you
we'll
saw.
decide which one we do. maybe we'll
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see.
All right. So who were you for the time warp on that one? Because oh my goodness, who was that?
Did you not see Rocky Horror?
I
They're not
did
from
see.
Canadians.
Yeah.
Oh. So I with Magenta and his Riff Raff.
Riff, they call them
Riff Raff. But
Riff Raff, but
yeah, so those were what they were wearing during the singing of the Time Warp
if you pull up one of the videos for the Time Warp, you'll see those two characters.
in Rocky Horror. Yeah, which both of us loved growing up. I had the album. I knew every single song by heart.
The movie came out in the 70s, but it actually became a big hit because it would be playing at every theater for the midnight matinee. People would go there with boxes full of popcorn, water pistols, newspapers, toast. They would toss it in the
Turn
theater.
the toast. If you've not done a Rocky Horror,
They go,
my God, it's fun.
they're sitting at the dining room table. They go, a toast. And then all of a sudden you get whacked in the head with a piece of toast.
Everybody throws toast in the audience. And it's a great interactive experience. Yeah. That I don't think that they really, Universal in
They
Orlando
used
used
to.
to have it. I don't think that they do that anymore. So it's kind
wish they
of gone
did.
out of. And it was actually, we were kind of disappointed because when we did that on the last cruise, so many people in the audience, because they were so young, they had no idea
No
who we
clue.
were.
No clue. No.
They might have heard the song, but because they didn't see the movie, they didn't know. But still, we had a good time doing
That
it.
was a funny.
We practiced a lot, but it doesn't sound very good.
Here is a confession. I am a child of the 70s and grew up in the 80s. I have not seen Rocky Horror.
Yeah, but you
Oh,
grew up in
nice.
Canada.
It wasn't a Canadian thing. It just
It
wasn't.
wasn't a
That is
Canadian
fake
thing.
news.
Yeah.
No, it was.
It actually originated in Europe, and then it was brought over to the U.S. and then they turned it into a movie because it was actually it was off Broadway or back put in.
Yeah, it was a Broadway show at the beginning, and we actually watched the documentary. It was the 50-year anniversary. I
Yeah,
think.
just this past year.
Yeah, and they had some of the cast, including Tim Curry, who unfortunately I think he's had a stroke or something because
Ye-
he looked in bad shape. But the characters who played Magenta and in Colombia were great. Had a lot to say.
This topic could be like a whole
I know,
another show
I
in
know.
its own.
Whole show.
Absolutely. So
Oh.
let's just start with a very first question. What are we drinking this morning? What's in the cup?
Cheers.
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 Mimosas.
Of course, it's a mimosa.
Yeah,
Mimosa. I actually have
coffee
two.
in the mornings.
I have
I
energy.
am double fisting. We got
It's so
Dutch
early for
Bros and coffee because I bleed caffeine.
He drinks so much caffeine. He mainlines coffee, I swear.
Yep. And I knew what we were going to get into today. I'm like, I got to be pretty straightforward because if I show up in a onesie, Scott's going to be disappointed. Right?
Don't want you getting hot and bothered.
We didn't know what we were in store for, so we started.
I love that. I do. Hold on, because I do have one other thing to share. I told Eddie I was going to share the 4.0 cruise. So if you guys wouldn't mind, I'm going to throw that
Nope.
up.
Do it.
It's your show. Go for it.
Absolutely. So just give us a second. And
Set sail on the 4.0 Booze Cruise. Hosted by Eddie Lugo Studios. Departure. October 31st, 2026 from Galveston, Texas. Itinerary. Day 1. Departure from Galveston, Halloween night kickoff. Day 2. Fun day at sea. Day 3. Cozumel. Day 4. Day Islands, Honduras. Day 5. Harvest Bay, Belize. Day 6. Costa Maya. Day 7. Fun day at sea. Day 8. Return to Galveston. Memories of Hot Forever. Own this out. Reserve your cabin today.
Okay.
Ah,
You can tell Matt's
nice.
never been in theater because he kept getting in my way when I was trying to change.
so we tried to do the quick wardrobe change, and apparently my hair got in the way because this was our costume for Mariner
Well,
Oh,
this
nice.
wasn't mine, but
for 80s night. Oh, man, my
That's
hair-
awesome.
My hair
Love
is
it.
all
Wait,
over
the funny thing about what I'm wearing is actually what I look like back in the 80s.
He heard the long.
I had
long-
hair and a mullet on it. Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, I have never had long hair, so this is like my hair.
Have you ever had hair?
Yeah, he's had hair, just not
It's
very much
been
of
a
it.
long time. I have forgotten what it's like to comb my hair in the morning. It's been 25 plus years without it. I was one of the early. I don't even think I was out of college yet, and I was already shaving my head because
No, you had some hair when we got married. You were out of college then. Couldn't have 80s without lace gloves.
Kat, I love the Madonna look. Yes, it looks
That's
fabulous on you. You're rocking it, girl.
yeah, this was actually Kat decided because we were inspired by Frank and V, this became Vinny and Lola. She called it Lola, and I'm like, nah, it's you're
She
my
calls me
Lolita.
Lolita.
Yeah, you're my
Lolita.
We wore this for the 80s party on Mariner and ended up finding a guy that looked exactly like I did, except he
Oh
was
my
about
gosh.
7.5.
Oh, wow.
tall. Yeah. Are you? It's the dog. So that wardrobe change sucked, by the way, and I apologize. We should have been ready before.
No, it's
No,
great.
no, fabulous.
Yeah.
Like-
Definitely wanted to come in and show that you guys have been our inspiration for a while.
You guys always have so much fun. so
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like,
We hear that a lot.
Yeah. It is fun. And we were inspired by Mike and Betsy, actually.
Yeah, actually, she.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love their
from-
stuff too.
From
You
Beach
guys-
Please. They're the ones that inspired us to really
Come up with a character.
bring it up a notch as far as our costumes on the first booze cruise that we did one pretty much every night. And then they were like, you know what, you guys should come up with some characters. And that's how we came up with Frank and B. We had already done Brett and Charles, I think,
A
the
couple of
match
times.
game.
Yeah. Mm.
So we were kind of like, okay, we were sort of into trying to play other characters and not just dress up in costume, but to actually to
Yeah, we
be
showed up.
the character.
We
So
showed up on Usual Suspects in a 70s costume as well.
Wow.
I know you guys aren't on 4.0, but we're going to do it pretty much going forward. I think we're going to have a costume every night.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's the only way to do
yes,
it. Yeah.
yes.
One of
fun.
our favorite costumes on the last booze cruise, was we got dressed up as the crew members, and I have a picture of it here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. For this
That
family
is
day.
so cool.
That was the sail away party, and we just came out. The crew members were like, "Who are these guys?"
Is that- Did we
We don't
get
know
some
this.
new hires or?
And the cruise director was in on it, so he actually announced us as the new crew members,
Yeah.
and everybody was like dancing
Oh
with
my
us.
gosh.
and-
That
Yeah.
was such a blast. That was our first costume of the cruise on the sail at the sail away party.
That was on Jubilee, right?
And yeah, and
Mhm.
all of the crew, all of the fun squad just loved it, and it was so much fun.
Oh, it was
So
great.
much
We were
fun.
dancing with we did the entire sail away party with the Carnival crew members.
I was in a lot of pain the next day, my hip from dancing, but it was worth it.
Looks like Law Jones wants to know how long Greg's been in that boy band.
And can I join Greg? Because I definitely have the hair now.
You guys can have matching wigs.
So I'm going to step away for 2 seconds, guys, and Kat's going to just give me
So,
2 seconds.
there's a couple of questions in the chat here as we're going.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
let's
yeah,
do. Yep.
do it.
I think Mr. Scott had some. Hold on, there's Matt has his mouse different than mine, so I have to scroll the opposite way. Trish just got done at the hair salon. She's driving and listening to us, so she's not seeing all the antics this morning.
Oh boy. She'll watch.
Oh, she'll have to watch the replay. And then also, do you know all the dance steps from the boy bands?
No,
No.
no. In fact, you know what? That's on our to-do list is actually to get those. I think I know the electric slide, but there's so many more like fun things that they do that I
Mhm.
haven't.
I
Like,
know, like the wobble and stuff like that. I could probably
Yeah.
figure it out, but I haven't learned it.
Right.
So, Rocky Horror Picture is the best from several people. They asked if you're drinking
Yes,
mimosas.
our mimosas.
Yep.
I did peach nectar in mine. He's got orange juice.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I usually get the
Lemon
mango
colored.
wine, like I can't think of the name of which wine it
Sangria?
is. Yeah, and then do that as my mimosa in the morning,
Mm.
like a mango juice. So 4.0.
Oh, the prosecco.
Yes, sorry, thank you.
That's what we have. It's prosecco plus so it's not actual champagne.
Yeah. We will make sure to get our outfits ready for the 80s unhinged. I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
80s. Madonna.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Love Madonna, unashamedly. Matt looks good from Danny. Oh, this is why Greg and Michelle are best. Shut up, Gilbert. You're fine. I used to have a sticker that said that. Matt was like, what?
I haven't done it lately. I used to send energy. I'm in the healing community. And so I used to do that. I used to put my hands on my liver and say prayers for it and thank it and do that more often.
So they're saying Matt looks like Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
He's going for Bret Michaels, but on the Bon Jovi note, we have to get him on karaoke. He's not here. He just showed up. We have to get him on karaoke because he won't do it just for me, but peer pressure is a good thing.
Yeah.
He does really good Bon Jovi karaoke.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
remember
yes.
that. Take notes, guys.
Doesn't, hey, you know what? You only live once. Who cares? You're on a cruise. Do it and videotape it, and then you have it forever. Come on now.
Yeah, we
Don't be a wuss.
would
Don't be
definitely
a
have to
wuss.
do a karaoke
If
night.
I can get up and do it, you can. I
So
used to be such a camera phobe.
But you sing better than me, and I actually did it.
Yeah.
we were on Mariner this last week, and we went to karaoke 2 nights. in
It
a
was
row.
the competition, though.
Okay.
Granted, it's not just the adult karaoke. It was they do the competition
See,
karaoke too.
voice of
I don't remember.
I don't know. Okay, and she's like, "Are you going to sign up? Are you going to sign up?" And I'm like, "No, no." And I'm like, "Maybe after one or two, and I'll hear these people because, it's." And I get on. It's like voice auditions. These guys are like,
They were good.
I'm like,
Yeah.
not a chance.
I wouldn't do it around people like that. But if they're just showing up and having fun, and maybe there's one person that's really good, and you're like, "Woo, that's great," but everybody else is just getting up and having fun. That's when you do it.
I hope that
Yeah,
everybody on the
that's the
Unhinged
later
doesn't
one.
sound good when they sing, because when we do the karaoke, then I won't feel so bad.
And I don't think I have a bad voice, but I don't think I have a good voice either, right? I it's one song that I can do pretty well because I practiced it over and over. But these guys are
And that's
coming
the
up.
one song that you did for karaoke. There you
That's
go.
what
That's
I
the
was
thing.
thinking,
That's
right?
how you do karaoke. You have the one song that you sound good at, and that's what you do.
I try. I'll do it if you'll do it with me all the time, and it's Paradise by the Dashboard Lights. Like we are.
Oh,
Right? But she
Long
won't.
That's
she
another
won't-
album that I know by heart.
Oh, our
Me
kids do too.
Oh yeah.
And it's funny because they would go to my parents' house and they would be, "Grandpa, can we listen to the big black CDs?"
That's what my daughter calls them, because when I was a DJ, she used to go into my closet and I had thousands of records that I used to take to the club, and they were a wall of records. And my
Mhm.
daughter, when she was, I don't know, she was like 9, she would go into that closet and say, "Daddy, can I play with the big CDs?" I'm like, that is so cute.
Yeah,
Oh,
my
goodness.
kids knew Bob Seger and
Yeah.
the Silver Bullet Band, Meatloaf, AC/DC, like all those is what my dad had a collection of.
And it's
Like, and the gloves
That's so
dude,
funny.
the gloves came with it.
and the
So-
tats.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and the tat sleeves. Gotta
Yeah.
put this one down a little.
Yeah.
Mike and
Awesome.
Betsy are amazing. Yes, Danny,
Yeah.
we love them. I would love to meet them one day in
Oh,
person. That'll be fun.
Absolutely, I think they would be a blast.
Well, we
to-
told them about the Unhinged, and they're like looking into it. So it's
good.
just that they're
I
they
watch them.
it's-
Religiously.
Yeah.
Yep.
Had a lot of other things already booked and stuff. So, like us, they're still working people, so they've got
Mhm.
only so much vacation time. So,
Exactly.
luckily, they've got a lot of vacation time, but
Yeah.
oh,
We're
They're
very
flexible.
similar. It's like the schedule gets very full very quickly. Oh, I'd love to go on that one. I'm out of time.
Hmm.
Maybe one day we can all be like Tony and not have to worry about the
Time.
day-to-day.
yeah.
Set.
Let's forget YouTube for a second. Forget cruise ships. Who are Greg and Michelle before Cruise Life TV? So tell us a little bit about you guys. Let's start with Michelle. Tell us about Michelle.
Do you want to know us like when we started meeting, or like
Yeah.
where I am, like where I grew up,
Before we
and,
started.
like all that?
How about we start with what were you like as a kid?
You're gonna start at the beginning.
okay.
Troublemaker, the class clown, the
No,
overachiever.
I was a good girl. I grew up in Ohio. I'm the youngest of 3 girls. I grew up in the Catholic school system. So definitely steeped in religion and stuff like that. Although there's a song about that. Was it a Billy Joel song? something about
Few
the
Madonna
ones that I don't know. Something about the so I was a little bit of an angel and a little bit of a devil. I'll just say that. I just didn't get caught very
If
much.
you look at me.
because I know it's like
Uh, but I had a great childhood, very loving parents, and great education. I went to the University of Dayton. I graduated top of my class. I loved it. I worked 1 year in Ohio for a company, a vision testing company. And then the guy I started dating, he moved down to Florida and he tried to get me to come down there. I wanted to leave the company I was at. And so he set up an interview for me, and it was for a position in West Palm Beach. And I didn't want to move to Florida. I'd been there. I'd been on a cruise with him for my college graduation. He gifted me a cruise. That was my very first cruise experience. It was great. He proposed to me on the cruise, and I said,
You know, as he looks at me, I knew,
yeah.
I already knew about that.
I said, no, I'm too young. He was 9 years older than me. I'm like, no, I'm too young to
Oh my goodness.
be married. Anyway, so I know it was sad. It was sad, but we still had a good time in the cruise, and we stayed friends. And anyway, so he tried to get me down to Florida, and that's how I ended up in West Palm Beach. I didn't want to be here. It was hot. Oh yeah. I thought, okay, I'll go down there. I'll get promoted back up to Dayton, where the headquarters are. And then I came down, and I tell my story in the short form. I fell in love with another guy, and then I fell in love with my job that I have currently, and then I fell in love with Florida. So the guy that got me down, I don't talk to. The guy that I fell in love with, my ex-husband, but I'm still here in Florida because I love it. I do love Florida, and I do love my job. I'm still there 30 plus years. I started January 31st, 1992.
Oh, wow.
I started a job that
did
I'm
you say
currently in.
1992?
Yeah, that's when you graduated,
Yeah.
That's
honey.
when I graduated.
Yeah. So I've been there and I love it. It's a smaller family owned business, but we are worldwide. We help heal the world. That's what we do.
Nice.
And we're a continuing education seminar company, and we teach modalities like craniosacral therapy, visceral manipulation, neural manipulation, and we make a difference in people's lives. No, that was my first job. I have to tell you about that later.
I never heard that one.
But
No.
So Miss Liz has a
Hold it,
comment
give me
for
this
you
pump.
as well.
But anyway,
Make me spin.
But anyway, that's how I came to be here in Florida. And I traveled a lot for my job. That was part of the reason why I loved it so much, because I wasn't always in the office every day. The seminars that we do were throughout the US and Canada. So when I was in my 20s, 30s, and 40s, and not so much in my 50s, but a little bit, but I was traveling all across the US and Canada. I've been to, so many places in Canada and all around the US. And so it was fabulous. It was just a fabulous experience and career. And then I turned around and I'm 50 and I was like, woof, I don't have a husband or
Last
kids.
for me, I'm like, oh no, I'm 50. How'd that happen?
So time to get busy and find somebody now that I wasn't traveling so much. And that's how I found Greg, because I went on the online dating apps and that's how we met on not Match. Plenty of Fish.
Plenty of Fish.
Plenty of Okay, I was going to say, was Match around back then?
10 years ago, yes, it was.
Yeah, it was around. It came out after. I think Plenty of Fish was like, no, there was the one before that was.
There was Plenty of Fish. And there was another one that you had to pay for.
You had to pay for it, and it was horrible.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Yeah, I had it for 2 weeks. I'm like, hell no, I'm going back to.
Yeah,
Plenty of
you're putting your profile. I only want local, and then they send you people like I don't know,
all over the place. Yeah,
Yeah.
because they didn't have a
states away.
big
network.
network of
Yeah.
people.
All right, Greg, same question for you.
Okay, so I grew up in Long Island, New York, and I guess as far as I was kind of like, I don't know, would you say the wolf in sheep's clothing? Maybe not.
An older brother
I have an older brother,
and very loving parents.
but I'm as far as a troublemaker, I was in the eyes of my parents the sweet innocent child, but no, there was another side to me because I was a Gemini. I am a Gemini, and I have that other side and very adventurous. I like to break the rules. It's just
Sneaking out of his house.
sneaking out, but those
Pirate
typical
radio.
things. Yeah, I had an illegal radio station broadcast from my house, which is that's a whole nother story. The news crew found out about it. They wanted to do a story, and I
Is
was
that where
about
that movie came from? What is that movie
What-
where the kid had to
yeah,
Yeah,
that
later.
came out actually.
Yeah.
And I became so famous and so popular as an illegal radio station on Long Island that I got the Sunday newspaper. And back then, you get the newspaper on Sunday. It's like this thick,
Yeah.
and there was a magazine section that everybody would read. And on the cover of the magazine section, I still have it. I don't know if I showed it to you.
You didn't tell me.
It says the name of my radio station, illegal. And I was like, no. Once I saw that, I pulled the plug, and I no longer had an illegal
You didn't-
station.
You became New York's.
I had to show you.
Oh my God.
Do you
Yeah.
remember? Do you
Yeah.
remember the name? You
Oh,
became
of
New
course.
York's Happy Harry Hardum
Happy Harry Hardon.
Oh.
What?
That's from that movie.
from Christian Slater.
That Christian.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was his character. The radio
Yeah,
news.
that's right. Yes, that's right. We watched.
I watched the movie once, and I was like, this is all fake. I actually
It's not
I
like
actually
this at
built
all.
a transmitter,
That's not
you
like
know,
this
and
at
I was a
all.
DJ back then. I did house parties, and then I worked in a nightclub. So I was always DJing, and I incorporated the DJing with the pirate radio station. And we would go out drinking and come home drunk and be like, let's go live. And it was like,
Not much different now, huh?
just a little bit more sophisticated, and we can actually see our faces.
Now,
Right.
now it's a different medium, but Greg's back into the illegal pirating of.
I don't think it's illegal.
Well,
though.
Yeah, it's
well,
illegal.
and the funny thing is that I always wanted to take it to the next level and do pirate TV.
Oh.
And I never got to that point. And I thought that would be cool. But
He's thinking the same thing. Nothing's changed.
1996, I moved down to Florida. I decided to move down here. I believed in myself. I had no job lined up or anything like that. Thank you, New York, I was able to quit my job, move down to Florida, and New York actually paid me unemployment after quitting my job and relocating, which I think is one of the only states that do that.
California,
now-
too, I think.
So now I'm in the Sunshine State having a grand old time, and I didn't want to go back to work, but I did. And so I work in the fire prevention industry. And as far as dating and Michelle, she talked about a few of her guys that she had and she was married to. I had Michelle number 1, Michelle number 2, Michelle number 3, I think you're Michelle number 6 that I dated.
Oh my God. Well,
You had
that
one
was
of
the
these.
number one May, the year we were born.
Yeah.
So
That makes
It's-
sense.
yeah,
Yeah.
because the Beatles song "Michelle My Belle"
Yep.
was the number one song, I think, in 1965 or 64, 65, something like that. So, yeah.
All right. So we now know how you guys met, but I've got to ask, Greg, what was your first impression of Michelle? Don't say anything,
Oh,
Michelle.
good question. What are you doing?
I just-
I
that
know
was
what he
just
was
so-
doing.
Well,
I'm not
what?
answering.
I didn't even see.
My first impression of Michelle, I loved her from the very beginning.
Aw.
But my first thought about Michelle on the day we were supposed to meet was, where the hell is she? Because it was for 4 o'clock.
It was
I
4
would,
o'clock. No, it's 6 o'clock.
all right, 6 o'clock.
It was 6 o'clock.
I know it was early.
It was 6.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm here, and it was like 6:05. I called her and I'm still at work.
It was a Saturday. So I worked around the corner from the restaurant.
I didn't know this.
And so I thought I'll just go and work a little bit and then head on over. And I didn't think I was that late. But
No, it wasn't that you were late.
He was
It was just that it's like I figured you'd be
they're
there.
early.
I figured you'd be there.
Oh, I
He was
did
just
arrive.
so-
Like,
he
listen,
was
after dating a few
anticipating.
people from online, it's like a thing. You know,
Yeah,
are they going to show up? They're not going to show up. What's the deal? I have horror stories that I can tell you about some of the ones that I met.
Matt can.
Oh, I have. Well,
You're 20 years older than the picture of them. They were 20 years older. The picture was like 40 years younger. It was just a nightmare.
I had one literally So this is going down a real rabbit hole, but we too started online, but back in the Yahoo chat and IRC days, and we met through friends. Actually, a friend that I was on and off dating introduced me to her and said, you guys would be a great fit. And this was just prior to meeting Kat. I had a younger girl decide to run away from home. This is going to get me in so much trouble.
She
Uh-oh.
was over 18.
She was over 18, but run away from home,
Not
and
tell her family where
not
she
tell
went.
me, and show up at my door. Did not leave for 3 months.
Oh my.
And then about we were together almost a year later, the police come knocking looking for this girl
Yeah, it was,
because the family hadn't heard from her, but they did find her, so she was safe.
and
But
she was okay.
she just has this tendency to just take off and
Disappear.
not tell her family
And,
where she
yeah.
went.
It
A
was
little runaway.
it was a different kind of. I stopped internet dating for a little while.
I
It's-
stopped it all together as well once I met Michelle. There's more to the stories too, but
Yeah.
we actually met online like a month or a year before that.
A year before we actually met in person, we were
Mhm.
chatting online, and
She
it was
ghosted me.
right before our 50th birthdays, and it was overwhelming when you're first getting online. They send all the. It was a little overwhelming, and
You have to keep a journal.
I did. I
Yeah.
had to keep a journal of the the names and the who they
How
were
many,
and
how many
stuff
should
like
they
that.
have if they have any?
But it was funny. So then I was like, oh, it's too much, and so I stopped. And then almost a year later, Greg just texted me out of the blue and said, "Hey, how you
Like,
doing?
Are you alive?
Yeah, how you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, I remember liking this one. This was." And so we started chatting again. We talked on the phone, and then we're like, "Hey, let's just get together."
We went to that restaurant. We closed the restaurant that night, and it was funny because the valet actually came over to us and gave us the keys.
Keys. So I'm
No more cars left.
We're leaving. You guys
it's time to go.
see yourself out. Yeah,
So
it was an outside patio that we were sitting on.
Floating
Yeah,
dock.
it was like the date started at 6. It was like 10 o'clock, 10:30 when they closed. And we were just having such a great time talking. We didn't want the date to end. So we went out to our cars, and we're like,
Then we
"Hey,"
went to get some more liquor,
we
and we
decided to go get some wine at the gas station because you can do that in Florida. And then we went to the beach, and we sat on the beach and talked
it was
and
probably like
kissed
2
a little
o'clock
bit.
by the time we got
And
home.
then he's like, "Oh, you want to come back to my house?" And it was a date that never ended. So I followed him back to his house, and oh my gosh, I lived in a little bubble of Palm Beach Gardens, and he drove me all the freaking way out to. Luckily, I kind of knew where we were going because I had a friend that moved out there fairly recently.
But when we kept going
then
further west,
further
past that,
than the very western like street that I've never been on, I'm like, where? And it was so dark because there's nothing out there.
the lights disappear, I think about
Yeah.
10 minutes before you get to the
Yeah.
house.
I was like, where am I going? But it was a beautiful house. And one of the things I like to see is how well kept is it? Is it
Mhm.
neat and clean and that kind of thing?
I passed the test.
Yeah, he did. And
It was a-
kiss.
it was a
and
great
that-
date.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a great date. So
All
yeah,
right,
it was a
so
lot of fun.
I'm going to
Yep.
reverse that question. Michelle, what did you think of Greg right at first, your first impressions?
Oh, I loved how he made me laugh. I just felt so comfortable with him. And we just felt like we had so much in common. He made me laugh. He made me feel comfortable. And yeah, we just had this great,
Connection.
connection and
Chemistry.
and yeah, it was like, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
who fell first? Who was the first one to fall in love?
Oh,
The two of you.
Oh,
I don't know. It's funny because I think in the very beginning we weren't sure. I mean,
no.
and there was
And there was a point where I
we were
actually-
both breaking up with each other.
Yeah.
And we
'cause-
were like,
I mean, you know what it is? So, all right, you fall in love with somebody. I don't know if you, but we start falling in love. And then it's like, I want to make sure that this is it.
yeah.
And then, I don't know, we kind of separate and then we realize we need to be together.
Yeah, it
Basically.
was funny because I don't know, I don't even remember what was going on, but I remember talking to my friend, like, I don't know if this is really right and blah blah blah. And then I came over to your house and you're like, I think we should break up. And then I was like bawling. And you're like, you want to go to Universal? And I brought the annual pass. And it was like, that never happened. It was like the weirdest thing. It was, I think we had to say no to say yes. I think maybe that was it.
And you know what I
don't know.
was meaning too is because I was thinking like, you know what, I want I want a commitment that will never end, and that was the thing that
Oh.
and that's
What, you didn't think I didn't have commitment in me?
no, I didn't think I had.
That's this one. I asked her 12 times to marry me
I
before
said
she
no.
said yes. 12.
12
In today-
times.
yeah, in today's standards, I would have definitely been considered stalking her.
Yeah.
So that was
Like Penny and Leonard.
12.
You know the Big Theory?
Say that again?
Big Bang Theory.
You're not
Oh yes, I watch it. Big Bang Theory.
times.
Cat-
That's amazing. Wildcat. So what did
Cat-
he actually do to make you say yes? Was it the size
I
of the
figured
rock?
he was just never gonna stop, so I was like, okay, let's try it.
Oh,
I'm not the romantic. I'm very pragmatic and very analytical, and so
you should have held out for the baker's dozen.
Very first time we were living together for a while, she was out shopping and she comes home and I've got candles going up the stairs and rose petals and
Wow.
pouring this bath for her, and there's candles in the bath and I've got music playing. Yes, it was Barry White. So it was like, this is
Nice.
really set up to go. By the 12th time, I finally just looked and I go, are you ever going to say yes? Because I'm going to stop asking eventually. And she kind of looked at me and she's like, all right.
So, actually this unhinged cruise that we have coming up, it's fabulous because it's on Valentine's Day, which is that's like the number one plus. And actually Liz's birthday celebration, and it's going to be our 10 years together.
Anniversary.
Congratulations. I did not know it was going to be the anniversary cruise as well. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
pretty fantastic. All right.
Yeah.
So who said I love you first?
I don't know.
For me, I love you is a thing. I mean,
We don't say it to
we,
each other
we don't
very often.
we don't say it often because we like to say it, and when we say it, we really mean it. She knows I love her to death, and I know she loves me to death. But I don't want it. We don't want it to be like just a thing. Oh, at the end of every conversation, it's okay. I love you, and it's like the meaning really isn't there. So when we say I love you at the end of a conversation, she goes away with. Then it's like it's really heartfelt, and that's the way we both feel about that.
That's pretty cool. That's very
Yeah. It's funny because when you get in the habit of it, and this has happened because I'm in a customer service room that we have on reps or whatever. And then sometimes if you're hanging up with a customer, you're like, I love you.
I did that to my boss
you
one
say
time. I
it
like
so
called him
much,
back.
right?
I don't love you.
I was so when Greg, because I was always, I love you, blah, 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 on the hang up. So that was me that I always did that. But then when Greg's like, hey, this is how I feel about this, I'm like, I can get on board with that. I get that. And so it is special
It's more special when you hear it.
a lot more
Yeah.
special. Yeah.
So
But I don't remember the first time.
No.
No clue. But
Annie D says it was a pleasure meeting you guys last July, and
Oh.
cannot wait.
And he is a
to
very
this.
special person to us and everyone on the community because she's there. She supports everybody. She saved my life a couple of times from live shows that if something was wrong.
She's an amazing moderator.
And she's just a pleasure. And Danny, we love you and we can't wait to see you again.
I don't have very many memories. I'm like, I don't have the best memory, but Danny, I will say I have embedded in my brain the picture the very first time I saw you when Greg and I were walking out the downtown Disney area.
And you were just there with your
And
parents.
Greg's like, I think that's Danny. And I turn around and I see you and your parents. And that picture is in my mind. I love you so much, honey. And I'm still looking forward to seeing you again in September.
Yes.
Yep.
We are super excited as well. We get to meet her for the Texas meetup, which is just this next year.
That's awesome.
And so excited. But Danny did ask if she could share something, not for us, but it's for her. And I went a little bit further. Danny, I know you want to throw it in the chat, but please do it at any time. And she does have a essentially it's to help her condition out and raise money for those funds. I do have a QR code. It starts in 2 days, guys. It's a popcorn sale. Please go help her out.
Oh,
Uh,
absolutely.
Support
you know,
her like she supports us.
yeah,
Yeah, for
Yeah,
Costello.
absolutely.
you know,
Costello.
all of you guys in chat, please, you can use the QR code. It goes right to her link. We would really, really love to help her, support her out. It starts on the 17th. And that's all I have for a commercial today.
Okay.
Good job.
Yeah,
So,
Awesome.
very nice.
all right. So who's the planner out of you two?
Um,
Really?
Yes.
That one kind of shocked me. I was like so expecting Michelle to put up her hand and go, "Yep, it's me."
I love to organize, but he is the planner extraordinaire. This guy's brain never stops. And it's true. It's a poor thing. And so he is an amazing planner and organizer. And it's just, he's incredible. He
Thank you,
knows how,
Michelle.
well, you're welcome, sweetheart. He knows he's always booking the cruises. And I don't like technology. And I do what I do well, and I don't like to get out of my wheelhouse too much because it just frustrates. I don't want to get frustrated. But no, he's amazing. He's an amazing planner. In fact, he's like, all right, it's 10 months away. We got to get and thank God, because the Alaskan cruise, because we checked even a year before the cruise, we were looking at excursions. We were looking at other YouTube channels to see what excursions we might want to do.
Thank you, Scott.
And then looking at that, even though we couldn't book it right then, we knew what we wanted to book, so that when it was available to book, we booked it and it was done. And that's who he is. The Unhinged cruise. We knew we wanted to have a venue for a live match game. It's 9 months out. We got to get on this.
I blew this one out of the park.
And he's like, let's do this. And I'm like, well, we got time. No.
I'm all the one saying we have time. We were literally booking one of our excursions the day before when we were on this last.
Drives me insane. I'm like, no, we have to have it all
I'm
planned
like, what
out.
if I change my mind? Maybe I want to do something different.
No, thank
So-
God for the analyticals.
Fun fact. So when I lived in New York, I was a rocket scientist.
Yes, he was.
I worked on the guidance system for the Patriot missiles. Seriously.
This guy's
Nice.
brainiac over here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
And now my brain is like scrambled eggs like I had this morning. From
Oh, that's
Okay.
sweet.
I'll drink to that.
yeah.
It's a great place to take a quick little drink. All right. So, who starts the vacation trouble? Is it Greg or Michelle?
Trouble.
Trouble.
What do you
Wait
mean
a
trouble?
second.
You don't have trouble.
Or chaos.
Well,
Or
both, right?
We probably
Nothing
have
that involves this.
what?
Well, there,
That
there,
was-
there was one cruise with Coach Cruise where I had the entire security on board the cruise ship looking for Michelle at 2:30 in the morning. They swept the desk.
And
The
so
deck.
but here's the thing, Greg, because his brain goes so much, he gets tired more than I do, quicker than I do. And I love to party and have fun, and I don't want to. I have FOMO. I don't want to miss out. So I like to stay up later than he does. So on that particular cruise, he went to bed, and I stayed out. And I think I was in the piano bar, and
That was the last place they found you where you swiped your card.
I was in the piano bar, and then, but because I don't know exactly what happened, but I didn't get back to the room in time for him to feel comfortable, or when I said I was, maybe I decided to take another beer off and roam around the ship or whatever. But so he got worried, and
And this was
security wasn't
after,
looking.
this was during the time when some
People were overboard.
things were happening on cruise ships. And
Yeah.
it was kind of, I went roaming for you and I couldn't find you. And like all the
It's a big
places,
ship.
all the venues were closed down. I'm like, where are you? And then I found like a sweater on the rail and I was like, wait, is this Michelle's?
That I'm not doing. No, I'm not a good swimmer. I'm never going to go. Somebody,
Well, it could have been looked at a different way too if you kept finding clothes and,
along the way.
along the
Yeah. But it'd be nice if it was along the way to our cabin. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to find when I'm in there.
yeah.
All right, so we've had a couple of drinks. We've learned a little about you. Let's see if we can maybe potentially damage the
You
relationship.
don't want to damage a relationship. What kind of statement is that?
It's morning meeting.
There's no damaging.
You're
There's no
crazy.
okay, so no explanations, no discussion.
Bad choice of words.
No,
Yes, bad choice of words.
no. So
That's
very
feedback.
quickly, no discussion. I'm gonna ask a question. You guys
So you
get
wanna
each
do
one
a
your
speed
point.
round.
It's a speed
Okay.
round.
All right.
Okay.
Who takes longer to get ready?
Me.
Should we get our shoes?
We did this thing on a group cruise with the travel scouts, and we won because
We knew each
we
other so
knew
well.
each other so well. And I know who I am, and Greg knows who he is, and we know who each other are, and we don't like mince words. I don't try and overinflate my.
We could do this. We could go back to back, and I'll point. Or
Let's just do it.
go ahead.
All right.
No, I take much longer. He can be ready in 15 minutes. I usually take an hour.
Yeah. I take a while.
Except when I had this kind of hair. That's a
Yeah. If I had this kind of hair, it would take me hours. Because I'd be running my fingers through it.
wow. I had such a process when I had this hair. I had to flip and blow dry and flip back, blow dry again, combing, teasing.
So it's all about the hair.
And then I would bomb it
What
with
about
hair.
the hair and the makeup? You guys don't have hair.
Then
and
I
makeup.
would bomb it with
Like
Skincare,
hairspray.
not just the makeup, but the skincare before you put on the makeup.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm glad one of us. There is somebody in the chat. I'm just saying that is following the rules. No discussion.
No discussion. Okay.
We don't
Now
follow
ask it
rules
3
very well.
seconds. And again, Greg likes to break the rules. You know, it's like, absolutely. All right. So, who packs too much?
Oh, both. I think
Only because I'm packing cameras and whatnot, all the other stuff. But clothes wise,
no.
all right.
Okay, we're disagreeing.
I agree.
See, we got it. We got it. All right.
Well, we can do this.
Do
Yeah.
that.
Who
both.
spends more money on board?
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We don't
Who's-
really spend much money on board.
No.
No.
Who is more likely to miss the ship on excursions?
Neither.
No.
Either. All right.
No,
So
because
they get back early.
Yeah.
All right.
we get back early because I don't want to eat on the port. I want to eat on the ship for lunch.
Who is more likely to make friends on the cruise?
With complete
Uh,
strangers.
Oh,
I don't know. I talk to a lot of people. You talk to a lot of people.
I
It's
think both.
both of us.
Who complains about the cabin temperature?
Oh. We just have it
No,
super cold.
keep it super cold. So it's
Yeah.
Perfect.
maximum. Yeah.
Super cold.
We have a
all the time.
thermometer
It's like,
too.
We're in the Caribbean. I don't need to. It doesn't need to be like
You're
we're
not
in
supposed to have
Alaska.
discussion.
I'm breaking.
You're breaking your own
I'm
rules.
breaking. Who starts the argument? Who starts the argument? If you guys have arguments on a cruise, who's the one that?
I don't know. Probably me. But we don't typically argue.
Not so much.
Yeah, us neither. We
And our arguments is like, you sure you want Tito's and not pizza?
Grey Goose.
We don't.
This one's
fight.
an interesting one. Who would survive longer if you got stranded in Cozumel?
Yeah, I think
You
so.
would survive anywhere longer.
Yeah.
You like, I'm just gonna sit here and die.
Just give me more margaritas. It'll be okay.
Which one of you has said, "Turn that damn camera off"?
Oh,
It's gotta be
First
me
of all-
because I'm always in front of the camera.
but first of all, if you put it that way, never. Because, yeah.
no, I feel like you're not recording this, right?
Oh, yeah. Maybe if it's a certain moment. Okay,
Yeah,
I get it.
I'd be like, probably me.
When she's got no clothes on. Okay.
I try and record those all the time. We did that one on Harmony. She's like, "Hey, I'm gonna change," and I'm like,
No.
I remember when we were on the group cruise and Michelle was still in bed and we were all chatting and everything. I said, Michelle's still in bed. I took a picture of it, then I put it on the.
He does that
That's
stuff
like
to me
that.
too.
Yeah, but I used chat to enhance you.
Oh, I think I do remember that. I remembered like,
Yeah.
yeah, fix that up.
"You're not putting that." She does it all the time. Is why do you keep putting those ugly pictures? I'm like, "You look amazing, baby," and she's like, "No, I don't like that. It makes me look frumpy," and I'm like, "You don't look frumpy."
For our own worst critics, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, who is more likely to say, "Just one more drink"?
Are you kidding me? Wait a second here.
Here,
Wait,
get that scared.
what is-
Now it be me.
And absolutely mean not just one more.
Yeah.
All right. So now you get to explain yourselves a little bit. No rebuttals until each other answers. All right. You get to pick your side on this one. So drink package or pay as you go.
Oh,
Oh, drink package all
drink
the way.
package.
We argue about this one all the time.
Oh,
And I have
yeah.
to convince her.
I don't care. Except for one cruise, we didn't take the drink
Yeah,
package. That was
it's
the Alaskan. Yeah.
Which was fine.
Inside cabin or balcony cabin?
Balcony.
Balcony.
We're totally
Buffet,
on pretty much everything.
buffet or MDR?
What was it?
Buffet or MDR?
MDR.
MDR. Port day or sea day?
It depends on where the ports are.
Mhm.
If it's a Caribbean, then we've been to them all already.
We love them both.
Sea day,
Early dining or late dining?
early.
We're early too.
Yeah.
All right. Excursion or wander around?
DIY.
I like excursion.
I like excursion. Again, if it's the islands in the Caribbean, sometimes just roaming around is fun. But we book a lot of excursions. Yeah.
All right. So biggest ship possible or smaller intimate ship?
I like the big ships.
I like the big ships.
I love big ships.
I want the small ones.
Big or
Alright.
medium, not small.
Yeah,
Car-
medium. The Mariner was a nice size.
Horizon, I like.
Horizon and Celebration are our two favorite ships.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
We really enjoyed. So I know it's not new, but we really enjoyed the size of Mariner because it was kind of that in between. It's not huge, it's not small. It had enough to do. It was like, this was pretty good. Carry your own luggage on or off? Do you self-assist or do you use?
Oh, no.
Your
we
question made
port-
no sense.
We port that luggage.
Yeah.
The porter brings that to our
Our
our station. We leave it out at night. We don't carry it. We have too much for us to lug ourselves.
So we did self-assist. I had 5 bags and my camera bag as we're getting off Mariner.
We
I-
had 2 large suitcases and 1 small suitcase. And when your camera bag and my backpack.
5
That's it.
bags. That's 5 bags.
Yeah. Was not bad.
On my back.
Not on your
You
back.
had 1 bag.
Ever.
You had 1
I
bag.
had my backpack and I had my
Uphill,
suitcase.
both ways.
Yes. All right. So ready for this one? This one's easy. This is the easy round. The most overrated cruise food. What do you think that is?
Okay. So you're talking about a specific item?
It could be a restaurant. It could be
A specific
specific item.
What would you say? Overrated?
Everybody's going to ask you what's your
Hard.
favorite.
Like on NCL, so everyone talks about Cagney's, and we were just like,
Yeah, we were. Yeah, so we could say Cagney's was,
overrated.
but I would say maybe the chocolate melting cake.
That's what I was gonna say.
So
I was
think
gonna say the chocolate melting cake,
Everybody raves about the chocolate melting cake, and it's good, but it's,
and sometimes it's hit or miss how you get it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that might be our overrated for Carnival,
I was gonna say that.
but for NCL, Cagney's.
Cagney's, absolutely same here with
It
this.
might have been an off time for.
That's funny
but
that you said chocolate
Yeah,
melting cake.
yeah. Those are the two things.
So a cruise line that everybody loves, but you guys just are like, not going to do it.
Well, we've really only done 2 cruise lines, so
I've done a few. I'd have to say for me it would be Royal.
Really?
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I find the layout hideous.
Oh,
It's overcrowded. I just can't stand that split down the middle, and then there's so much less room when you're passing and walking.
yeah, and because we've looked at the Royal thing, and you can get to the end of a corridor, and then you can't go anywhere, and you have to backtrack. And he's right; the layout is really bad with that central park that they have. So it makes everything like,
And then it's confusing if you want a balcony, and then you find out you have an interior balcony. You're like, what the
Yeah.
hell is that?
yeah.
That's not a balcony.
Like, you're
It's
like,
like, you're like,
So I haven't been on one. I can say, based on what I've seen and the experience,
I was on the
that would be
Oasis
like,
when
well,
it came out, and then going to the main dining room, it is so overpacked that you could barely squeeze your body
Oh,
between
yeah,
chairs
like
back. Yeah,
the chair, the space between the backs of the chairs are like this big. It's horrendous. Like, who does that? Like, yeah,
Royal. Royal does that.
Yeah.
obvious.
Yeah, we actually
I would
have
think that
sailed
would be good. Obviously,
We just love
we went
Carnival.
from 2 to 1.
Even though Carnival's going through this whole thing with the loyalty, we still love
yeah,
Carnival.
we still like it.
Overall, I've been on a lot of cruise lines. I've been on Princess, Royal Caribbean, NCL a few times, but I always found myself going back to Carnival because Carnival gives you everything that the other cruise lines give you. If you want a nice cruise, peace and quiet, you go on Princess. You're not going to have the craziness and the fun. And on Carnival, you could find every place has a little something fun, excitement, serenity.
Fun. Yeah.
Kat has convinced me to go back on Carnival. We haven't gone on Carnival in
Over 10 years.
10 years. And
Huh?
So very similar. We sailed Oasis. So our first 2 cruises were Carnival and we loved them. I'm not going to say we didn't. Loved it. It was a great time. And then we sailed Oasis and I was absolutely dumbfounded
By
with
the ship.
Oasis. The ship, the service was fantastic for us. So it was like, okay, I'm never going anywhere again. And then our next,
But we had a suite too.
it made a difference.
But
And that was the other thing too, because the service on Royal was horrible. The crew members, they were nasty.
oh,
Really?
Yeah,
See, and
that was
so-
how many years ago, honey? That was like 12 years ago.
something like
Yeah.
that. Yes.
Similar to our Carnival, probably, because on For Royal, we've had excellent service versus we went on in Cia Luna about earlier this year, and it was not a good service.
it was not.
No.
See, we love the service.
The service on our
Viva.
Mediterranean and La Viva was exceptional. Everybody was phenomenal. We had a really amazing time.
We
There.
are on 4.0, so we're going to get to see it on.
You're gonna love that ship.
Oh, I hope so.
I hope so. We love the ship.
Yeah,
Luna.
Luna was a beautiful ship. There was. I will say the layout was very similar to what you were talking about because I do remember coming downstairs and you walked into a wall.
You're like,
And
wait, you had to go back around the elevator and go down another floor.
Yeah, it was like this is a little confusing at times. And then there were things like Kat really loves the wine bar, and the wine bar was so hidden.
Oh, and Luna,
on Luna, it was just like
an afterthought.
yeah, and it held 5 people.
It was
Yeah.
Okay. And Kat did not like the service on that or Cagney's at all. But the ship is absolutely stunning, beautiful ship.
I like the drink package over Carnival's. That was fabulous.
Yeah,
too.
for the
Yes.
NCL, it was all included, and they didn't make you have the
Free
other
at
person
sea,
ID
yeah.
card and anything like that. And
I usually like to get a floater with my drink, so they'll give me the
Mhm.
drink. On Carnival, it's like you're gonna have to wait about 10 minutes before you get the floater. I'm like, well, that's
Yeah.
great. So, but on NCL,
it was
they're
No
like, I was like, how long do I have to wait until I could get a little shot of rum? Like, you want a shot of rum? But-
no.
Well,
yeah, that was fabulous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the V. I'd live on that ship.
it is they are
Oh, I love that
the
ship.
Prima class are absolutely beautiful ships. They're hands down love the food hall. The food hall is probably, I think, one of the best restaurants
Indulge.
at sea. The Indulge Food Hall.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
the concept and then the wake views off the back of that ship.
That's where you
That's where you pick
ordered
your own.
thing on that.
them-
Yeah,
yeah.
to bring that
Yep.
stuff out. Yeah, I like that concept too. That was good.
And you know what's funny? Because I do a lot of research before we go on a new ship, and I was looking at all the different food venues, and I was like, you know what? Let's just book every night at Cagney's because I hear that's the best, and I don't really see anything anywhere else. But then when we got on board, we realized that you know what? We tried Indulge and a few other places, and we really liked them a lot. And we ended up not liking Cagney's, which was
Right, and the
crazy.
Japanese hasuki. I
Yeah.
think that's what it was
Hasuki.
called. That was really good. We had a great time that evening. Yeah,
Okay.
lots of great places to eat there on Viva.
So when did the camera for Cruise Life TV enter the picture? Because we know you've been on cruises before that. Was it almost immediately or did it start when did it start for you guys? When did Cruise Life
COVID.
TV?
Yeah, so it was the inaugural sailing of the Mardi Gras
Mardi Gras.
out of Port Canaveral. He said, we're going to go up there and
Well,
we're
let's go back just a little bit. During COVID, we were watching all the other content creators, Tony, Lalito Loca, and Don. So we started watching them, and then we were watching Christine Duffy because she kept on putting out YouTube clips of what's going on with Carnival, and we just thought it was great. And I was kind of curious, and I didn't know that to have a YouTube channel, you don't need to do anything, pay anything, register, or fill out paperwork. It's part of just Google. And so I started looking into it and I was like, I'm going to try a test video. And I put a test video and I'm like, oh, it works. And then I started looking more into it. And then that's when my first video was actually on the Mardi Gras. And it was like an informational video. It was like 45 minutes long. And then we went down to the port and watched the ship sail out. So yeah, that's how it kind of.
So that was the first time I was on camera. He gave me a microphone and wanted me to be like a reporter.
And she was like,
That's like, you gotta tell me exactly what to say and blah, blah, blah. And that was a little nerve wracking for me because, like I said, I was a big camera phobe before then, but I wanted to support him in this, what he was doing. So I thought, okay, I'll do this. And
you got over that fear.
And eventually I did. But yeah, it was hard. Seriously, it's not an easy thing, but I will tell you what happened was I lost a very dear friend. He died very young, and I realized I didn't have any video. I had some pictures, but not many of the two of us, and I had no video of us. And it was like my stupid vainness robbed me of memories, things of special photos and videos that I could have had with him. And so I was like, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm just going to get over myself. And so here we are.
That's it.
Yeah.
We are very glad you did. Very glad.
But we're sorry about the loss.
Thank you.
And
Yeah.
she's turned into a superstar. She's really good on
Yeah.
camera now.
Yeah.
She interviewed John Heel, the brand ambassador of Carnival, as your first. That was your first interview, right? I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Like
was
first
almost-
sit down, one on one.
But again, it's all because of him, because he writes the questions, he puts it all together, and we make a good team. That's the
Yes,
whole.
you guys do. We
Yeah.
love watching you guys work together.
She
And it's
fills
magical.
gaps that I lack, and I feel the gaps where she's.
Yep.
No, that's how it should be in a relationship,
Mhm.
right?
Yep, I agree. We're very
Together.
similar that way. She makes up for where I fall way short. I'll
like it.
yeah. But so this is a YouTube question. Is there ever a point where when you go, man, just turn off the camera and I want this moment to be for us?
Like on a cruise?
Yeah, on a cruise. It
or-
doesn't or
Or we're for like a
No, no,
vacation.
I don't.
I don't think
Right.
that
I
we
don't.
have to say low. Let's
We have a good
cut it out.
balance.
Yeah.
So we have our time. We have video time. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think we've ever gotten to that point where like, no, let's just cut it off. Because again, going back to my not so great memory, I'd rather have the
Mhm.
camera on and rolling so that when I go, we can like, oh yes, okay, I remember that. That's the recalls coming here. So I'd rather have a photo of it. And sometimes we have to remind ourselves to take a photo or a
And
video.
what's interesting
and-
is a lot of
yeah.
times we'll split up and I'll be doing some recording somewhere and Michelle will be doing some recording. Sometimes it's at the same venue and we don't know each other there, but we both have the same phone. And the nice thing about Android is when you take the videos from the phone and from another one, they all sync and kind of find its place in time. And
Yeah.
I'll be watching when I'm doing the editing. I'm like, where did this footage come from? And then I'll realize and it's the same thing with a different angle. I'm like, wow, that's cool.
Yeah. So like on sailaways and different like events and things like that, we'll both have our phones out and video recording. And yeah, and that was the funny thing because I used to have an iPhone and he would try and mess it up. He's like, Michelle, you have to get rid of this. I cannot. He's like, you got to switch to a Samsung. And which I'm glad I did because I love it. And yeah, so it makes our video content so much easier for him to put together. And yeah, and so it is fun to be able to like add a rock and glow party
Mhm.
or at some event.
I like when I have video of me filming video of you filming video of
those are the fun ones when she's holding the camera and you're like, I'm videoing that. And she's like,
And you're
"No,
right
I'm not
behind."
videoing it."
Yeah.
No, I'm videoing you. It's like-
Yep. Yep.
So do you guys feel YouTube is more like a job than a passion? Or is it just a lot of fun?
I just think it's a lot of fun. It is a lot of work.
For me, it's a lot of fun because I don't do any work with it.
Yeah. And
Because I get to show up for the fun stuff.
now I'm doing the editing and I just find that I don't have the time. I've got so much content, but I am planning on retiring soon. So that's going to fill up a lot of my time to get
Yeah.
back to the editing block and
Yeah.
getting
So,
more video content out.
and I love that he's going to retire soon because I get to, luckily with my job, I'm a little bit more flexible. So I can maybe create, so we can do a little bit more cruising so he can create some more content and I can maybe work a little bit while I'm
Right.
bored and take half vacation days or something like that. Yeah. So I'll continue to work when he retires. That's kind of our plan. And then we'll get to do a little bit more cruising than we have
Yeah.
up to
And
now.
I'll be able to watch all yours content.
Content,
too.
everybody
I,
else's
I try
content.
to watch everyone's, but
It's
it's,
hard.
It's a
yeah.
lot.
It
Just
is
because
very
people
difficult.
find so many fun channels and
Oh,
everything like that. It's like,
I
I,
did, but we love everybody, you know.
yeah, it's hard to keep up with everybody's content, but in live shows and things like
Mhm.
that. Yeah.
So, what is something some people assume about the two of you that is completely wrong?
Or something that you want
That we're
people to
married.
know.
That we're married.
We're not married.
Or what about that you want people to know about Cruise Life TV, not just Cruise Life TV per se, but Greg and Michelle? What do you want the community to know about you that they may not?
Did you hear what Michelle said? That
No,
I'm not married.
yeah,
yeah,
that's the one misconception, which,
which is
if
fine.
people assume it, that's fine
Sometimes I even call you my wife because it's just
because it's
easy.
easier.
Yeah.
When
Girlfriend sounds
people
weird.
assume, but
But as far as something to know about us,
we're pretty much an open book, but
if you want to buy us a drink, well, then I say no.
we will not say no.
We've got at least 1 or 2 rounds when we're on
Yeah.
probably close. We
Yeah.
will buy the drinks.
Yeah. I think what else could,
I don't know. Like you said, we are an open book. We don't.
yeah. Yeah. You ask us anything, we'll tell you. We have nothing to hide. We've been pretty on the open. I don't know. I think, I don't,
That's a good question. We don't have a good answer. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Fine. And it being an open book is helpful if you're like, we don't have nothing to hide. So
Yeah.
like
That's what makes it real too. Is you guys
Transparency.
are transparent.
That could be the answer. We are an open book. So
Yeah.
people think that there's something behind us. No, there's nothing behind us. We're an
No.
open book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're pretty similar. This is what you get, right? We disagree a lot. We have fun with it, but it's our dynamic, and we want.
Listen, now, if you really want a good answer to that question, wait till you have Frank and V on your show.
okay.
Yeah, that could be a segue. Are Frank and V available to do a show with us? Because we would love to have Frank and V meet Vinny and Lola. I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
Oh.
That sounds like amazing fun.
It
Our
does, does it
our
not?
people will talk to your people.
I will
Our
get
alter egos will
we will get
coordinate.
outside the costumes because right now I'm like still. This isn't as bad as the onesie, but this hair, I got to tell you, there's sweat dripping in places.
It's
on
hard.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Yeah.
I
That's
don't need to
why
know that.
Trying to
she
do. I'm real.
don't have a wig. She has a hair clip.
She's got a cool bow, the
Another braid.
Madonna. Yep. Yeah, we had a lot of fun this last cruise. Guys, I want to give you a few minutes. Just tell us what's up next for Greg and Michelle, and I'm going to put you guys center stage. So tell us what's coming up next for you guys. We already know, but
Okay, Michelle. So
I-
you want to go ahead and mention
I think the most important thing is the Unhinged cruise.
That-
That's
yeah.
that's the big thing that's upcoming for us and
Well,
our channel.
cruise wise? We have this. We're going to be on Celebrity.
Yes,
And I
celebrity
actually said
reflection.
Celebrity last night during the match game instead of Celebration. which
But we're
was-
going to be on the Celebrity Reflection coming in
First-
November 6th through the 9th. It's a very short cruise, but it's with our very favorite, one of our favorite YouTubers, Betsy and Mike from the Beach Please. And so they're going to be on there. And then that's in November. And then we've got Beachcomber, inaugural
Beachcomber.
sailing for Margaritaville.
That's in
That's
January.
in January. I don't know what the sailing dates are. I haven't.
Yeah, I think
But-
it's the 9th or something like that.
And then we have the Unhinged
The Unhinged cruise.
sailing February 14th on the Celebration out of Miami. That's going to be
Oh,
epic.
Super, super epic. We're going to be sailing with all of the people that we are totally in love with.
Yes.
Seriously, what other cruise or opportunity could we have to sail with everybody in one place at the same time, meeting everybody and just hanging out with them, having a grand old time, making memories?
Yeah. We don't have anything booked after that, do we?
No, that kind of closes the book.
We need to book something.
It's tough. It's tough
We
because
need to book something.
it's tough. No, we're going to book something.
Sounds like
Wait,
that's the only in reverse. We need to book more.
You're gonna let us look at the calendar. Just hold on.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
we have so many days.
I know,
It's-
I
yeah.
know, but it's doing two cruises at the beginning of the year is eating up our
Mhm.
early vacation times.
Yeah, right off the get go.
Booking something else, but we have to have something on the
I know you guys are going to have something fairly soon, and we're looking forward to seeing you. I can't wait to see the content with Beach Please. I think that's going to be pretty awesome. I think that we haven't been on celebrities. I would be very anxious to see a lot of that amazing footage that you guys come up with. And
Oh,
the
yeah.
4 of you on that cruise would
I know.
be like,
Yeah, that's going to be something.
Yeah.
And,
a
you
lot of
know,
fun.
so Mike and Betsy, they said that I was asking who else is on the cruise besides just the 4 of us. They're like, no, that's it. Just the 4 of you. Mike and Betsy it's right after their booze cruise and they wanted to have a cruise just to unwind and relax they just wanted us to like sail
Yeah.
along with them. So
Yeah.
it's
So,
nice.
Yeah. So
that
we're
is
excited.
very cool. Guys, we are going to wrap up the show because I keep getting pinched in the leg here.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's fine.
She's like, you can't.
It is
keep doing
11:30.
I know.
Yeah, and I have a habit of talking way too much. So she's been pinching the leg, going, "Hey, you got to be nice to them." And I'm like, "Oh, well, they're gonna keep talking. I'll just keep going."
He will too.
Oh yeah. No, you got to cut us off.
Yeah.
I have to cut him off too.
All the time. Thank you very much for coming
Well,
on the
thank you,
channel.
guys.
We love having you
you.
on.
Oh, we love
it was,
being here.
it was an amazing show, and I can't wait to cut some shorts out of it because I think there's some pretty cool content in there.
Well, thank you so much.
We appreciate the both of you and we had a great time.
Have an amazing
We'll
fun
stick
time.
around just right
Great
after.
morning.
All
Sounds
righty.
good.
I'm good meeting Greg and Michelle and getting to hear the story behind the story. And we will see you next Saturday with a brand new guest. And I am super excited about that one too. Close it out.
Close it out.
You want to say close it out?
Yeah, close it out.
Close it out. Turn it out.
No, do your outro, whatever that stuff is you do.
Oh, you want me to play this? Another show's in the books. Another night talking ship, cruise chaos, bad decisions, good memories, and probably a few differing opinions. It's exactly how we like it. Seriously though, thanks for hanging out with us. Whether you're planning your next cruise, already counting down, or just escaping real life for a little while, we really appreciate you being here. That's what this community is about. Real people, real cruise talk, the stuff cruisers actually talk about after dinner, at the pool bar, or standing on a balcony. No polished travel ads, no fake hype, just the good, the bad, and the absolutely ridiculous side of cruising. And honestly, that's the fun of it. So wherever your next getaway takes you, we hope it's filled with good people, strong drinks, ocean breeze, late nights, and stories worth talking about long after you get home. Until next time, keep cruising smarter, not harder. Good night, everybody.